No.
No.
My mom couldn't make it.
Mine couldn't either.
That's what you're asking when we're talking about. And my sister's
Oh,
busy.
no. I'll stop checking
Okay.
here in a minute.
All right. Attention all. Thank you all for coming. We're going to bring this special meeting to order, July 30th, 6 o'clock. I'd like to make a note of the council people present. We have Scott and Delane and Debbie. And we're going to break into the invocation. Will you please bow your heads while I pray? Father, let us have a fruitful, productive meeting tonight and resolve issues of importance to our town and keep it safe and a wonderful place to live. Thank you for all your guidance and continue to lead us down the right path. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, we're going to have a Pledge of Allegiance now.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Out of sequence, I did the roll call already. Now, before we go into new business, I was going to offer citizens an opportunity to speak. And will you please announce your name and your address?
No, the address will remain.
But
You have to come up. You have to come here.
you please.
They'll yell at me and say, they didn't hear me.
Appreciate the venue. My name is Kevin Gallivan.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gallivan, Mr. Gallivan, excuse me. Do you have Mayor his podium thing?
Yes,
Okay, thank
I
you.
do.
Is this being recorded now?
Oh, yeah.
Talking to Kelly kind of enlightened me a little bit about 3, 4, 5 minutes ago. But my name is Kevin Gallivan. I live at 201 Sagecrest. I've been in the park for 12 years. And obviously you've seen or been blessed to maybe see an email or two from me over the last couple days stating, Blossom or Northeast Independence school district's intentions to try to rent the pool. I did, upon Mr. Mayor Murphy recommendation, I went back and looked at the meeting on YouTube for the 3-4 minutes or maybe 5 minutes that you guys talked about the pool. And I throw this out, and I kind of did some simple math. I know Kelly's telling me that there's maybe a little bit more that might be involved and what goes on. But Gun Park is a pool about 5 miles away. It's the old, whatever it was, sports park right next to the railroad station.
Sarah?
Yes, in Sierra Park. And
Gun.
it's Gun now, I believe, but the school district's taken that over. And I got hard numbers from Dave Johnson, who's the aquatic director over at Northeast, and told me that for 9 months it cost them $7,200 to run the pool. Okay? That seemed like a base number for me to go with, $7,200. And that included gas, chemicals, and maintenance. No pool covers, none of that. So, I take the contract, it's $31,000 or some change of that, and I know I sent out another email today, I take those numbers and I inflated the monthly cost to $1,600. I doubled the $800 that Northeast pays to maintain their pool, which is very similar to our pool, except for Chris states it as something different, but the entry walk-in way. That's the only thing different between the two pools. Okay, so
Chris being
pardon me.
me?
Yes,
The walkway?
yes. That we had a discussion about that walkway.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sorry about that. So, but knowing that that's the only thing difference, the pool's 25 meters, the depth goes from 4 to 6 feet. That's the same as Gun Park. So the water is about the same. So I doubled the fees for maintenance, heating, and chemicals over at Gun Park. So you take $1,600 times 6, which that was going to be the contract, okay? And I think that comes up with, don't make me lie, $9,600 possibly. I see you Mr. Bailey jotting down some numbers. I know you're crunching those for me. But, $9,600, okay. Kelly's talked about the pool covers being $15,000, $16,000. That's fine too, okay? I know that, I think, Ms. Truman, you replied back to me, thank you, to your email, and I replied back to you, but it was more based on his email back to me. So I read yours again, so I apologize for not addressing or looking at everything that you sent me. But it comes down to, 96, let's just say that 9,600, I'm going to do round numbers, is $10,000 worth of maintenance, okay? Then you turn around, you add 15 to that, or 16, so that's $26,000, okay? And you're getting the covers. I mean, there's some serendipity in this. Blossom only runs 2 heaters. I don't know if we can only run 2 heaters. Do we have to run all 4?
Do not know.
Okay.
Cannot.
Okay, and that's based off 2 heaters running, okay? The only reason why they put 4 in there is in case, obviously, heaters break down, which they do because of natural gas being corrosive the way it is. So, I look at that. At the end of the day, there's a $5,000 surplus in my math. And I'm like, that's a win-win. I'm Dave Johnson, and I work at Northeast. I've spent probably about 20, 30 hours trying to put this together for the town of Hollywood Park as a resident. And, Harmony Hills is begging Blossom to come and use their pool for September and October. No heaters, but just use our pool because of their need of water. I've been working on this probably since October, November of last year. Mayor Fales agreed in principle to the first contract that Blossom came for usage for 18 months at $51,000. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember that or not, but that's what happened with that first contract. But I know there's a couple different stories, and Kelly, you can probably allude to this, but I don't know personally if it was on Northeast part or the lawyers for Hollywood Park that didn't get them information for them to sign. But February approached and there was no contract signed. Okay, and I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not hostile. I hope I'm not treating anybody hostily. But, so I'm looking at that. So there's an opportunity lost. Blossom comes back or Northeast comes back and says, hey, we'll do 6 months. And if we can't make that pool run for $5,000 a month or $5,100, yeah, that's what six months divided by 31 is about 8 months.
We're about out of time, but I think
No,
your spirit of your message is being heard.
I appreciate that. When you've got other pools or other neighborhoods that don't have heaters that are clamoring for Blossom to give them $5,000, the first 2 months of this contract would have been no heaters at all. So, there's got to be a way, and I'll end it here. This would have been I don't know how safe or how risky of a dry run this would have been, but I do not feel 100% that this wouldn't have been a bad way to go. And obviously, I only spent 30 hours on it, and that's probably peanuts compared to what you guys do here within the park, but it's just disappointing that we couldn't go further with that. Yeah. And Chris, I appreciate you giving me the venue. I would say this, and this is the last thing. My goal when we got the heaters in, selfishly, was to start an age group program. Pull from Hidden Forest, Hollywood Park, people get discounts, all that good stuff. Okay? And here, you guys are wanting $20 an hour per lane. And I heard you say that, and you said something to that effect on the YouTube. But, I don't know any programs that can come in and do $20 an hour per lane and be profitable. If the JCC takes 40% of whoever comes and swims at that pool.
Please consider an invitation to be involved in our next council meeting in August, and we'll see if we can't see what That's what I can say.
Okay. Well, I just want to let you know, thank you. I know everybody's time is important. Thank you for everybody that's returned my emails, and if you haven't read it or not, but hopefully I made it clear and I wasn't sarcastic or anything like that.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Kevin. All right. Going on to new business here. We want to discuss, take possible action to approve the council hiring Jeff Henson as the city treasurer, annual base salary of $62,680. Any citizen comments? All right. Any discussion among the council?
Well, we talked about this, and we've met and interviewed Jeff,
Yes.
and I was very impressed, and I would wholeheartedly give him the thumbs up for the town of Hollywood Park.
All right. Would you like to make a motion to move?
Anybody else?
I agree. I think we'd be very lucky to have you. And I think that the base salary that we're looking at, I think he's worth it.
Oh, thank you. Will someone move to take action to approve it?
I move that we approve the hiring of Jeff Henson as the city treasurer at the annual base salary of $62,680.
Do I have a second?
A second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. All opposed? All right. The motion carries. Thank you, Jeff. Welcome aboard. And I think there was a 4-week window of notice. Please.
It will be probably September 4th after the Labor Day weekend,
Okay.
because I have to take care of the other by August 31st. I have to give the notice with them, plus I also have to talk to TMRS about that.
Okay.
So it will be September 4th, but I will be available by phone or anytime you have a question or a problem, something like that. Okay?
All right.
And I'd be willing to come in here and meet or do whatever it takes to find the solution.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it very much.
When is our next council meeting?
It's the 21st of August, I believe.
Don't have my
I
calendar.
think because August starts on the first. Wednesday is the first. I think the third Tuesday is the.
Maybe,
The 21st?
if you're interested, maybe come to the council meeting if you're available. I know you've seen them online, but it might be worth your time
You can sign autographs and
to
introduce yourself.
you can catch up on your nap time when you come.
Hey, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
21st. All right. And again, thank you. Appreciate your interest.
I think it's a great opportunity, and I believe that it'll be a mutually beneficial relationship. I do.
All right. Thank you. I agree. Now, item number 2 is to discuss, take possible action to approve of fire department expenditures for ladder truck repairs by moving $8,018.24 from capital expense reserve $105,19,890 to repair maintenance vehicle $105,2238. I just want to add that these were emergency necessitated repairs that took the ladder truck out of service and left us down a truck, and that was for a complete brake job as well as hydraulic repairs on the ladder itself. So I couldn't wait till the next budget year.
Is it all done?
Yes,
Do we have the truck back?
the truck is back. It was supposed to have been inspected and approved today, but neither inspector was able to make it. So hopefully that'll happen tomorrow.
Good. Okay. Good.
All right. Would anyone like to move to take action to approve that shifting of
I so move.
expenditures? All right. Would anyone like to second that motion?
I second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Motion carries. Thank you all. All right.
Mayor, the time?
Pardon?
The time?
It is 6:14, and our meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for attending.